I'm really interested in this idea of documenting my life because I find that when I just live and not write anything down or record anything, everything kind of becomes a blur. Like I spend most of my life sitting on this desk, looking at this screen and working, right? So I kind of want to have almost a weekly video session with you all. I think today is a good day to start that. I have some news. We have a new game, and it's called Abide, and it's a first person horror game. And we've been working on this for like 6 months or something. And it finally came to a point where we're ready to share more details about it and actually look for funding as well. So I think next week we are doing a Kickstarter for it. Yes, it's very exciting, but it's also kind of nerve-wracking as well. And I just kind of wanted to share what's happening there. My cat is scratching his tree. We've done a few Kickstarters, and we've made a game called Judo, which was cool, and we made a game called Mashina, which was also cool. I'm having pauses here so that I can put some videos on the screen. I hope I did that. um, so yeah, we made a few games now with this new company called Talha and Jack Co. So we're making our third game, and it's a first-person horror game, as I said. And what I want to say about Kickstarter, how do I say this? We're not taking Kickstarter for granted. I want to say that. Like, if it ends up that we don't meet the goal, the game's not happening, right? If there's no money, I don't know how I could work on something without any money. But at the same time, it's like really interesting because it kind of feels like we're asking people to give us money for something that doesn't really need to exist. You know what I mean? Like, we really want to make this game. We really believe in this game. And it is a very creatively rewarding project for us. Now, when it comes to asking people for money to make it, I have quite conflicted feelings about that. So, in the end, what I will say, if you are someone who is like, oh, I want to support that guy, but you don't have all that much expendable income, do not support Kickstarter. You know what I mean? Like, this is very obvious to say, but Abide, as much as we care about it, is not gonna change the world. You know, it's going to be another cool little video game, which is kind of conflicting with my feelings because I am so excited about it that I want to yell it from rooftops. You know, and so I have to stop myself like, hey, we have this really cool thing, but then because I have my thing of like, oh, like people have problems, you know. Did you see what Trump said yesterday or something? There's always something new, right? And the way I look at creative work is I'm having eye contact with my cat right now. Is like it makes life bearable. You know, it makes life a bit more worth living. Like we all have our favorite music or favorite band or favorite movie or favorite game. And how I think about that is basically adding color, right? Adding color to your life, adding flavor to your life. And we want to create more flavor for the world. um, I hope that made sense. I don't know. So yeah, I think when it comes to these videos, I just want to talk like unscripted and random, and I kind of want to go on tangents as well. Like I am someone who enjoys a good tangent, multiple tangents inside of each other. even. So Kickstarter next week. I hope you like what we are making. We've been working really hard on both gameplay and getting decent trailer footage. It's been really, really busy. That's the crazy thing about our company. I've been thinking about this is like we've just been working. I see people who release a game and then they're like, okay, well, I'm done for a bit. I made a game, right? But since we released Judaro, we never stopped. Like we just been working, 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 and it came to a point where I don't even take like I skipped the last Christmas break because I was like, oh, what if I did this? What if like you always think about how to make a better game, and it's a lot of fun as well, right? To work on it. There was one metaphor that I came up with though. Is like when you work on it too much, let's say 12 hours a day or more, it becomes really weird. Like if my metaphor was like I like blueberries, right? And I really enjoy eating blueberries. But if someone came to me and was like, you need to eat 2 kilos of blueberries in a single day, I'd be like, what the like I cannot like let's say I ate all those blueberries, then I'll just hate blueberries for a bit. So part of the having your own company and having your own creative output and all of that is like also finding how much blueberries you can take before it becomes too much. I just realized I haven't made eye contact like at all during this video. um okay, I should do that more. But if I make too much eye contact, that is also awkward, right? Like I don't like it if someone makes too much eye contact. Like it feels too intense. Like if someone's like, "Hey, would you like some soup? I have some soup. Would you like to eat some soup?" And it's like, dude, just don't look at me like that. Like, are you trying to have sex with me or something? Just give me my soup and let's move on. Uh, so yeah, I want to have really controlled amounts of eye contact, if that makes sense. Um, I think there's an ideal amount of eye contact. It's like 30% or something. Like it makes sure that hey, I'm connecting with you, but I'm also not, I'm not trying to harm you. There's an ideal amount, and I'm trying to find that. And if you can kind of sense a kind of social awkwardness of it all. It is quite awkward to have a camera pointing at my face and just like talk into it. It is not a natural thing to do. It is something that everyone's used to doing now, I think. However, I haven't done this for quite a while. But I'll say in actual social situations, I'm even more awkward. I'm like it- there's been situations where especially if I meet someone for the first time, I just don't talk. I don't know what happens. I overthink the fact that I might say the wrong thing, and then I just don't say anything. And then at the end of the night, I realize, oh, I just sat there for like 3 or 4 hours. Hmm. And just went like that instead of instead of being a human. which which is yeah, it's that's something that I need to work on. But I think I'm finding this not too awkward, talking to a camera and stuff. And I think part of the relationship with like talking into the camera, and when it comes back to that like social situation where I might say the wrong thing, is like the cool thing about recording yourself is that whoever is watching could just stop watching you, and it's their option instead of like someone at a pub who's just like 50 centimeters away from you. They cannot escape. Like this is much more like, oh yeah, like only people who want to listen to me will watch this video, so this is okay. That's how I kind of talked myself into recording myself. To change the topic completely, this is going to be quite interesting. We're trying to obviously make this horror game. We have another game planned. However, it really depends on how Abide goes, both the Kickstarter and if we actually manage to get a budget, then to actually finish it and release it, the numbers there as well. There's been quite a heavy feeling in the company in for both Jack and me. I think I don't want to talk for him, but he can he can correct me if he wants. But like, there's been quite a heavy feeling of like, oh shit, is this our last game? Type of feeling, and it's been really. We don't want it to be our last game because this relationship has been very fruitful for both of us. So we want to keep it going. But yeah, all the things that I've said, like running through my head, Um, all the things that I've said about working too much and we've been doing this for 4 years now, I want to say 3 years, 4 years, something like that, and we already have 2 games. We're trying to make our third one, and at some point we'll have to look at this company and be like, okay, to all of the time we have invested in this company, has that been worth it? And like, it might sound a bit weird talking about creative work like this, but it is something that I do like basically every day. I'm a very analytical person. Like on a good day, I feel quite existential, like questioning. On a bad day, I feel really bad. So, like, I think my average mood is like below average, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I question everything. But like, why am I doing this? Oh yeah, because it's cool. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. Because it's fun. Okay. So yeah, that's always going through my head. Other news, other things going on. I'm working on a unannounced thing with some people that I cannot name because it's unannounced. But that's like I'm a very small part of that project, so it doesn't really affect Abide. Other than that, I am working on ports. That's the Switch one. This is old hardware now. This is like almost irrelevant. But working on ports for Judeo and Mashina. Still trying to get Judeo Switch going. It's been a few years. I've been chipping at it. And I'll make another video at some point about it where it's like, it's been a really cursed type of porting process. But I only want to do the video if it actually releases. We're really trying to make it happen, and I feel like it's going to happen. I feel much more hopeful than how I felt for a long time. So I feel like at some point we're releasing Judo on Switch. That's my feeling. We will see if that matches reality. it might be confusing with the like, oh, why is it hard to release Judeo on Switch and stuff. I'll detail that when it comes. That's not the topic of this video, but on the Mashina side is progressing well as well. We're trying to release at least for PlayStation and Xbox, and that's going well. And recently we were able to get the coming soon pages on PlayStation and Xbox. So it's all nice and official now that the game is coming soon to those platforms. So that's fun. I think at some point I also need to talk about like how much context switching I need to do to have a job like this. Like there are days that I work on 4 or 5 different projects and talk to an accountant and do this and that, you know? And that's all just work, which is interesting. Like when I had a more regular job, I would just work on one thing and I would just work on one feature of one game, right? That was easy. That was easier than what I'm doing now. But this is more rewarding creatively, not necessarily monetarily always, but yeah. As you can see, I'm also someone who likes to surround himself with interesting objects. Let's see if I can show you some interesting objects before I finish this video. That's an interesting object, isn't it? Look, Lisa for Switch. Sorry, we're closed for Switch. Let's see. A Japanese copy of East 10 Nordics for the PS5. My cat is starting to make some noises. Let's see. Anything else interesting? A Japanese copy of Lost Odyssey for Xbox 360. You will not believe how many, like, do you see the thickness of this? This is a thick boy. You will not believe how many hacking. Look, one CD. Is this a CD? It's a DVD, right? Probably. One DVD, 2, 3, 4. 4 DVDs. Isn't that crazy? 4 DVDs. And a nice instruction manual as well. I think that's fun. Yeah. Okay, he's hungry. I should go. But yeah, I really want to try to do this kind of video every week, but I won't be able to. Like March will be a crazy month for me of like moving to a new house and stuff. So I cannot promise every week, but I'll try to do this as often as possible. Yeah, if you like this type of content, make sure to follow, and I'll be very happy to have someone to talk to. Yeah, yeah. I just it gets lonely sometimes. It does. All right. Thank you. Bye.